The last roundup, last roundup, last roundup.
Welcome to the Last Roundup Horror Club. I'm Frank. With me as always, we got Jason Miller.
What's up?
And John Walmsley.
What's up, y'all?
Traditional horns.
Yeah,
and with us this time we have Ray McGuff. And Dave, what is it, Cecil, your last name? That's what's showing on the Zoom here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Sure, Dave Cecil. Or Cecil Dave, whichever way you want to go, I guess.
Yeah. Either or. What's popping?
Cecil B. Dave.
Oh, God.
I'll take it.
Today we're going to talk about Tales from the Crypt, but not the one you probably want us to talk about. We're going to talk about the 1972 film. Who had seen this before? John?
Big
Ray,
time.
you hadn't seen it. Dave, did you watch this?
I did, yes.
Yes. Had you seen it before?
No, I have not.
Jason, how about you?
No, I thought I had seen this before, but I didn't recognize a dang thing. And I know now that I haven't because I would have remembered it.
Yeah. The summary for this movie, 5 strangers get lost in a crypt and after meeting the mysterious crypt keeper receive visions of how they will die. Directed by Freddie Francis, who directed many classic horror films that you may have heard of. But I was more impressed with his cinematography credentials because he did The Elephant Man, Dune, Cape Fear, School Ties, several others. Written by Milton Subotsky, better known as a producer. He did Cat's Eye, Maximum Overdrive, Sometimes They Come Back, Lawnmower Man. And Al Feldstein, who a lot of these writers were straight from the comic book. So it's Al Feldstein, who was the former editor of Mad Magazine. All these guys worked on Mad too. And Johnny Craig and William M. Gaines. So these are coming straight from the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, do you have any information on this?
Yeah, tagline, Death Lives in the Vaults of Horror, distributed by Cinerama Releasing and 20th Century Fox, and it's a production, Amicus production, on Blu-ray through Scream Factory in 2014.
Fun fact about the Crypt Keeper, Ralph Richardson. He played the Supreme Being in Time Bandits. Have you guys seen that movie? Do you like that movie?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
So he plays both, basically in this movie, the devil and God in that movie. Both films this guy's in are great to me.
Which came out first?
I'm not sure. I didn't look that up. I've loved Time Bandits since I was a kid. You know, it's
like trying to think of
72.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Time Bandits was 80s, guys, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
72 for this. Yeah.
And this was before Star Wars too. Peter Cushing's in this, and like I every time I see this, I like to think that his character in this movie like dies and is reborn in a different universe and becomes, you know,
The saint that he's supposed to be.
Yeah, what is it? Grand Moff Tarkin, is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we should go through the segments here one by one. There's 5 of them. This is an anthology film, of course. The first one is All Through the House. They actually redid this one for the series. I don't know if you guys remember it. They had Larry Drake, Dr. Giggles himself, play the Santa Claus role. So it's good, but I always liked this one a little bit more for whatever reason.
And see, I thought maybe that's why I thought I had seen it already. It started, and I'm like, I know this. There's a madman and then I was like, but I don't recognize any of the people, so I thought I was crazy. So that makes sense.
Yeah. See, I originally saw this when I was like really young. I think it was on one of the movie channels like late at night, and I thought it was the show or something. Like I might have even thought it was Demon Knight whenever, because it was on HBO or something. But this segment in particular always made me think of how weird it would be if one of your parents killed one of your other parents. You know what I'm saying? Like this little girl's looking forward to Christmas, and her mom just killed her father, and she has no idea. Like that weighed on me as a as a little kid for whatever reason. But very creepy. There's the DVD or Blu-ray right there.
Wait, why is it backwards?
It's
You have your video flipped.
It's not for me.
It's not showing flipped.
Oh, so it looks normal to you guys?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I didn't even know that they made that Vault of Horror movie, so I've never seen that at all.
See, I'm wondering if I've seen Vault of Horror and thought I thought it was this one. Because
It's
this,
definitely-
what is this? Is Vault's like a sequel or what? Because
Was that another EC comic? Maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Vault of Horror is another
they
EC
both
comic.
mention each other in the taglines. They both reference the other title.
It was
I
like
see.
it was like if you look at like back then they were coming out with all kinds of horror comics. Like they would, anything. They would just be called monsters, and it would be from the same group or whatever. Just anthology stories. What did you guys think about this? What would do you
I loved it. I loved it.
compared to the redone version? Which one do you think it comes off better?
Yeah, I want to hear from the noobs first on these ones. I'm interested to hear their take.
I'm not sure
was
I've
a-
seen All Through the House. Like,
It was a British wanker's Twilight Zone. Like I don't watch much like early 70s like British movies, but like a lot of it was shot on the soundstage. The only exteriors was in the yuppie one. What was it? The old man, poor man, and then a lot of the car scenes. Other than that, it had a lot of holiday flavor. We had the one Christmas and then Valentine's Day
Yeah.
too, which I thought was fun. And just the sound. And there were a couple matte paintings, in the where are my notes? So it was in the cheater one, in that cleaned out apartment with his mistress. When she was cleaning out the apartment, there was this just janky matte painting on the side, and I couldn't like stop looking at it. And then again in the study and that rich man poor man sort of anthology series, or that chapter of it. But
What'd you
overall, I
think of
thought it
this
was
story?
fantastic. I thought it was great. Yeah. A lot of classic stuff that was easy to shoot. Like that's why I love the Twilight Zone. It has a low budget, so you have to have good writing. It has to be, you have to work around like a lot. None of it was really like fantastical. Like other than the trash man like dealing into a seance and like that whole like Ouija board thing that he did with his ex-wife. There were a lot of like real just horrific stories that like kind of dealt. And then there was that the monkey paw one too, referencing the monkey paw, which I thought was a little tired writing, but like overall it was classic. It seemed classic to me.
Yeah, they let you know what that was though right up front. They like it. Yeah. They like laid it right
they're
on
like,
the
this
table.
is exactexactly what it is. These are the rules. Like,
But in that story in particular, they did do a nice little twist thing with the embalming fluid in that.
Yeah, that was horrific. That ending where like he's not going to die. So
I had a problem with that though, because she wished for him to be back exactly how he was before the accident. He didn't have embalming fluid in him during the accident, and he also would have been full of blood. He wouldn't have been like when his guts are out, which was gross. Like there was no blood in there, so like he didn't get.
But isn't that what happens when you get embalmed? They take your blood out.
Yeah, but she wished for him back right before the accident. So it made sense that he came in dead.
Saying.
Oh, I see.
It made sense that he came in dead, but he shouldn't have been embalmed already. You know,
right?
But he was. The point was he was. They said even in that story, he said he died of a heart attack before he got.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah,
he
so
was
I guess that was
so
that
his body was fine, and then he was. I don't know. I guess just for atmosphere and coolness.
I like it a lot.
Did that.
I mean,
yeah,
that was one of my favorite.
Cool. I'm not sure I've seen like clean guts with no blood.
It was
before.
disturbing.
I
mean, yeah,
it was way too clean.
Yeah,
and a lot of the blood in this movie too.
I love
it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. A lot of the blood in this movie is very bright, like
paint.
Extremely like it's Romero blood. Like that's what I loved about it. When you during the Christmas when she's watching it in that sink, and you just like feel it coming off of her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
early 70s blood.
Let's go through the segments a little bit. The second after the Christmas story, you go into a segment called.
Hold on now.
What's that?
Just a second now. I want to talk about the first story a little bit.
Okay, let's do it.
Just a couple things. Number one, this was my favorite segment, and I love Christmas horror. That had the Christmas carols playing throughout the segment. Like it gave me that feeling. Santa Claus, he was intimidating. He was scary looking. Christmas horror. I got a thing for it. They pulled this off very well. Best segment by far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I liked this too. Like I said, I have apparently had seen the remake of it. I didn't know of that segment. But yeah, this one was way better. I loved the 70s blood, reminded me of the Romero stuff. Like he was saying, I enjoyed the hell out of the first segment. I think is my favorite one.
It had a lot going on too. Like I didn't check the time of this segment, but like her, like I don't know. I guess I watch kind of a lot of Hammer horror, Amicus. It all kind of moves kind of slow. Like it all relies on atmosphere and dramatic music and stuff like that. This, like, I couldn't, like, it was moving fast for me. I was like, wait, like, she killed her husband. Now she's got Santa trying to come in and kill her. And then I thought it was hilarious when she's dragging the body and she hears that a lunatic has escaped. She stops and locks the door and then continues to drag his body off. But no, and then her kid's wanting to wake up and see Santa, so she's worried about her kid coming down, Santa Claus coming in, cleaning up her mess. Like I was just like, I was really impressed by this episode.
Yeah, the thing let's go back a little bit. They framed this whole thing with the mausoleum and all that. I thought it was so funny that all these people just are on a tour of a mausoleum, of a crypt, right? And they're not ever like, how the fuck did I get here? Why am I doing this? Like, I was literally just trying to leave. The one guy especially, I was literally just trying to run off with my mistress, and here I am, just, I guess, crypt. But
but it's also, as you're confused, or I'm confused as well, is the audience. Like, you're just like, what's going on now? Like, you have no idea. Like, it's a little disorienting right at the beginning because it just starts. That's it. Like,
well, there is that long intro over the graveyard with.
Oh my God, these organs too.
You guys like organs?
Minor.
You guys like
so
organs?
Loud.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Love it.
It was so loud though.
So
like I don't know the levels on Tubi. I don't know what Tubi has to offer, but like, God, it is not.
Oh, it starts out max volume. You got it.
Oh my God.
It's max volume if you're not paying attention.
I'm just like, shit. Like, the organs blew into my head.
Yeah. The second segment's called Reflection of Death. This is the one where a man just decides he's going to leave his entire life, his wife and his kids, to run off with a mistress. And he winds up dying in a car accident, and then returning to life to terrify his mistress and family. As some sort of ghoul he is. The thing I loved the best about this segment was how they shot the car crash. I don't know. You should see it twice. So I hope you guys appreciated it. They were spinning a camera and the guy's like slamming himself against the car. Yeah. And then it looked like they had like a black screen and they just threw a piece of glass on it. And that's like so art house. Like, you know,
I love it.
Like this is a car crash. This is the representation. But
and the miniature car at first.
Yeah, but I liked how they did this. And you know, the reveal of him looking into the table and seeing himself. It was effective, and I like that you get to see that car crash twice. It's just fun. What were your thoughts on this, guys?
This one was just okay for me. It's like a zombie purgatory story.
Yeah.
He was a scumbag. He got what he deserved, and somehow ended up turning into a zombie at the end.
He was a hero.
It was okay.
He was a hero.
He's trying to start a new life. He didn't like the one he had.
That dude was a douche. I hated him.
Anybody that'll be.
He loved his kids.
Until he left them.
Well, you know what though? But you saw him struggling.
You
saw him struggling to leave though.
Yeah.
Like in his
goodbye, darling.
His kid and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think she had to remind him. Are you gonna kiss your kid tonight? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do that right now. Like I don't even think he was going.
No, he was just
I guess so. Yeah.
No,
Friday nights at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, when he says good night,
it was like an obligation. It was like a guilt thing.
Yeah.
Well, I like the car crash a lot. It reminded me of those really terribly old movies, but I thought it was hilarious. I'm glad we got to see it twice because I laughed both times when his head hits the side.
Oh! Paint.
Yeah.
The third segment is called Poetic Justice. This is the Peter Cushing story. He's really great in this. It's about this old guy who just he's like the best old guy ever. He like recycles stuff, turns it into toys for the neighborhood children. He takes in all these dogs that nobody else wants. And there's just these two assholes. This old dude who the thing about his character is he smokes two different things back and forth. He cigar, pipe, pipe, and he's constantly smoking and drinking brandy. It's just
how long that cigar was too?
Yeah,
it was so long. Yeah, like, dude, what are you doing? That's an afternoon, man.
And I think it's his son, right? Is just obsessed with this old guy. He's like, ugh, look at this fucking trash guy.
Yeah, he had a real boner for him.
It lets you know how bad gentrification can be. These assholes move into your neighborhood, start prettying up everything. Then next thing you know, they're going to get your dogs taken away and start framing you for molesting kids and shit. So, watch out for your neighborhoods, people. Watch out, because the rich are moving in.
And they have horrific tastes like framing you for child molestation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they have these crazy eyebrows that are so distracting, and they love to smoke.
This is the one for me. This is my favorite story out of them. Peter Cushing gives his best performance, I think. My favorite performance of his ever. And he always played this hard guy. And I read on, I think it was like IMDb or something, that his wife had just died recently. Mm-hmm. So that's why he was a little more subdued in his role. Like he was that guy. You know what I mean? He really got into that. And he was just so sweet. He was like the grandpa everyone needs. Mm-hmm. And those guys, those rich fucks just messed with them. Yeah. It's like, it's crazy how much it reflects on today's society. Just people not leaving people alone.
I think that
it's a great story.
The older guy, the rich guy, his name's David Markham. The one thing I read about him was that he was imprisoned for this is what the quote was. He was imprisoned for a year's hard labor due to his stance as a conscientious objector during World War II. So that means that he was like, whoa, don't go mixing up with the Nazis, and then I assume he got thrown into a work camp, right? Like that's what that sounds like, right? For a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So he's a piece of shit in real life too. So
some conscientious objectors, though, they don't like violence. They don't want to.
But they're Nazis, man.
I know.
In World War II.
There's a movie about one called Hacksaw Ridge. You should check it out. Yeah. About a conscientious objector who actually went and he ended up saving like 300 people. So.
Well, what do I know? Anyways, any other thoughts on this segment?
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit of Valentine's horror I didn't know about. Peter Cushing as a zombie. The
that was a little rough.
The hand looked good, and then it
the eyes
up to
the eyes. It was a mask. It was a Halloween 3 mask.
Yeah.
It's atmospheric. It's got a graveyard scene. This is a very, very good segment. Definitely number 2, in my opinion.
This one was a big one for me too. There's no love for the trash man in this one. The blood is straight Chef Boyardee. Like it's like this.
That's how it was.
And I loved how the heart was beating too at the poem at the end.
Yeah, that was a great effect too.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's what I really loved about it.
It was a really good.
And the Ouija board too was there was the crystal ball set up, and then it panned over to a combination chalkboard Ouija board. Like they just mashed a bunch of different elements together, and they were just like, yeah, he just practices black magic once in a while.
Yeah, he's an occultist hobbyist.
Yeah. It's just on the side. That's just to contact them. I'm a widower. I'm just here to contact my dead wife.
I know enough to talk to my dead wife. That's it.
Yeah. I think you would.
No one else.
You would get to that point, I think, if you're there by yourself all the time, and you're like, I gotta talk to the wife. She's dead. I guess they gotta get into spirit shit. I don't know.
And then I'm just gonna talk to these kids.
Yeah. The next segment is "Wish You Were Here." This is the monkey paw type story. They reference it right away. We talked about this all already. Everything I had notes on. So yeah. Like I said, regardless of whether he was dead from a heart attack before or alive before the crash, he wouldn't have embalming fluid through him. I loved how it this is my favorite segment in the whole thing. The way he reacts and he comes to life and is in horrible pain and she doesn't know what to do. That's great, but they didn't resolve it. They should have resolved it in one way or another. They kind of just fade out. They don't show. He's all chopped up, but.
Yeah, that was the resolution. He's alive forever, all the pieces.
She was still dealing with that, though. I want to see what her next step was,
Garbage
she's still rich, right?
Yeah, everybody in this movie is rich, by the way.
Forget about it.
Oh, except Grimsdyke.
She moved on.
What anybody else have thoughts on this one?
Yeah, three wishes gone wrong. This is my least favorite, but it's still okay. It's not really a bad one on here. Yeah, just okay. Solid, but just okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I don't think there's a bad story on this, including the last one, Blind Alleys. This has another character I love is Patrick McGee. He plays the blind man Carter. You've probably seen Clockwork Orange. He plays the guy in the wheelchair in that movie.
Can I talk about Monkey Paw a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Or are you moving on?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead if you have more to say.
Yeah, so in the beginning there was this Mad Men scenario where the secretary handed them both drinks and they were just like, yep, okay, sounds good. All right. And then I'm not sure of the cultural I'm not sure in 1972 whether everyone knew what a monkey paw was, but they referenced the story several times, but also they tried to twist the story as some Chinaman like deity that they got in some like indescript shop. But I thought it was hilarious that it was completely in English at the bottom,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and then they couldn't read the bottom too, and I was just like, wait, what? What is
Yeah.
going on here?
I never put that together. I've seen
I didn't
it
even think about that.
many
Obviously
times.
should be
It was
Chinese,
written in.
like-
It was written
complete
in English. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. And they could have even got around that by just having it be like a genie, and they wipe off the thing,
exactly.
and then it fucking comes to
And like,
life.
why'd you have to hold it? And like, the whole thing was like this weird Chinaman trope, like, like Gremlins. Like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah. But this last segment, Blind Alleys. I don't want to sound like an ableist or whatever, like, but these people are all blind, and I don't want to say that blind people can't do whatever blind people want to do.
They ain't doing what these.
But they are not building this razor blade situation,
No way.
contraption
No way.
that they've got. Put together.
They're all Daredevil. Didn't
That's
you know
what I was
that?
thinking.
They're like old school Daredevil.
Yeah, maybe they're just that good, but I want to know who drew the plans out for this and how they all got on the same page. How the fuck do...
That's not important.
That's
Move
not
on.
for you
And
to
how
know.
many people are in this?
Yes, that is
like,
right. Freddie Francis didn't want you to know.
You try to organize 12 blind people to put together a torture maze, whatever it is. I like it though. I think
a little Saw precursor.
I think it's ingenious. I like the whole story. I like the way. I mean, this is my second favorite in the whole thing. Anybody else have a thought on this?
Yeah,
I was.
This is real. Ray, you stop it. This could be my second favorite, third favorite. It's right there with Peter Cushing. This one's great too. It's a little bit over the top, with what we just mentioned. Revenge story. I felt bad for the dudes, for the blind guys at the beginning. Like, no meat in their soup, and like they did a good job. I felt for them. It's just hilarious the amount of. I mean, they're holding shop class basically down there in that basement. They're grabbing wood and sawing
it.
Yeah, like. They're building a death maze.
It's a hive mind. Patrick McGee's the leader. It's a hive mind.
It's so good. This is great.
I was inappropriate laughing the entire time. Like, this is the one I checked out of, but like each time I was like, really, really. And the crazy thing was, like, all the blind people had the like really tiny John Lennon glasses, and that was like the best production design I've ever seen. Like, that was fantastic. And them doing carpentry in the basement, I was just like, dude, what?
Do you think that this dog, by the way, would have attacked this dude?
Oh yeah, and the dog.
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Totally.
He had that dog trained so good. He's like blank, and the thing.
But he went feral. They starved him.
It was only like 2 days, right? Anyways, Ray, what were you going to say?
He didn't cut some treats.
I was just gonna say I loved watching the guy run the maze. That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
It made me laugh really hard the whole time.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Having steak, I presume.
Oh
Wine.
yeah.
I love that. I love the way he says every line that he
He
delivers.
is so intense. Like Patrick McGee was a great one. He was a great character actor. Like that's the acting for me throughout. I thought all the acting was just awesome. The acting for me from all around them made me overlook the silliness of the blind guys building a saw trap.
Yeah.
You know, every character connected on so many well, not so many levels, but they I felt like Jason. I felt for them. They were just treated so terrible when they first got there. You saw they had them full plates and stuff, like big old potatoes, big pieces of meat. Like, they were eating well. And then he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut the heat off at 8 o'clock every night." And then his veiled jokes of, "You're not go looking at anything, right? Who cares if the lights are on? You know what I mean? He was what an elitist prick. Like, it was terrible. That guy crushed it too. He was so good.
Why don't you sell one of these paintings and buy us some fuel? Love it. Love that guy.
Oh, he is so awesome.
Overall, I thought this is one of my favorite anthology films. It's one of the rare cases where all the segments are almost on the same level. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I don't need crazy gore if you have interesting, creepy shit going on. Blood looked like paint, but I like that. So,
yeah,
whatever. Ray, what's your score on this?
Oh yeah, I love this, man. 10 out of 10 for me. I had, like I said, I had no expectations going into it, and everything about it was fantastic. So I loved it. I recommended it to people at work. I went in the next day. I'm like, you all have that Tubi? check this out. So highly recommended.
Tubi delivers.
Yep.
They really do. I don't care about commercials. That's fine.
There's some trash on there.
Yeah. Dave, what's your score on this?
I really love this movie. Yeah, I liked it. I would say 7 out of 10. I thought I don't understand. Like, I don't watch a lot of British films, so I don't know the context of like the 70s then. But it was still good. Yeah, it was still quality.
This is a 10.
Yeah.
This is a 10. I saw this, just like Aaron. We probably saw it on the same channel, like
Probably.
when we were kids.
Yep.
I remember actually seeing it on, I don't know if it was Monster Vision, but it was freaking TNT.
Right.
You know, it was definitely that channel. That's where I saw this. I hadn't known about this. I knew about the regular show. Or I should say for us, the regular show, you know, our Tales from the Crypt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was so blown away by this movie at such a young age. And even back then, it was especially Mr. Grimsdyke, just someone being so cruel to someone for no reason other than property values.
Yeah.
and assumptions that fucking douchebag didn't even know nothing about. Like,
But Grimsdyke's property.
Stories.
Grimsdyke's property was really clean and well kept. I don't understand what their problem was. The building was still there even after he was dead. So
it was after. It was an ugly house. It was an old ugly house in a gentrified neighborhood. Was
it though, or were they just yuppies?
No, it was a built up neighborhood.
They had a library.
They all had big houses. They all had big houses.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
So
everybody
but
in
this was the only
movie
regular side.
was rich.
Oh yeah.
But Jason, what's your score?
I give it an 8. I like the story. Not much of a wraparound, but you kind of got a crypt keeper. I mean, it's just a human in this one, but it's still cool, still good enough.
He was a human in the comics too.
Yeah,
that's what
true.
they modeled him after. Yeah.
The only one thing that really stuck out to me was in the whatever the Christmas one is.
All Through the House.
Yeah, All Through the House. I don't know if anyone caught the reflection of the cameraman in the window.
No.
That really shocked me because Amicus and Hammer, like, it's all really good production stuff, and I'm surprised they let that one slip through. But yeah, 8 out of 10. And I don't know without sitting down and making out a top 10 list, but I'm just going to say this is probably a top 10 anthology for me.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna point out the end of the whole movie where the dude falls into the hellfire.
We didn't talk about the end yet.
Yeah, that is so fucking funny. It's like you know what I always think of when I see some shit like that is like Ninja Turtles 3. Like I don't know if you've ever seen that. The end of
that's not a good movie.
Limped along in that one.
It was another mat that was like a goatsy hole. And then they filled it with fire at the bottom.
Oh,
and it
was a giant matte painting, and they just superimposed the zoom out from above.
It also looked very undone, too.
Yeah. I liked it,
I loved it. It was cheesy as hell, and I loved it.
Had to take their turn.
This is my favorite anthology of all time. This is
wow.
the number one.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I don't know what would be better than. I mean, Trick or Treat, Tales of Halloween,
VHS. Anyone?
VHS.
I like VHS.
I don't think I've seen that.
Cool.
Oh my God, Frank, you should check that out immediately.
Yeah.
Creep Show.
There's
Creep
two.
Show.
Two or three.
Creep Show's number 2 for me.
But VHS, I watched last year, Frank, and I immediately watched it a second time after it was
The second one's good too.
I've heard it. I've heard it's
good.
Yeah,
the third one, even the third one's good.
Yeah.
There might be a story or two I don't like, but it's still pretty cool.
Blumhouse is going to reboot it soon, so we'll be good.
Yeah.
Right on.
No, they are. I'm pretty sure they are.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the next thing I have on the plans is a game I made up. So we'll see how this goes. The basic idea of this is that Jason has talked you guys into going on a camping trip. So you're all camping.
I don't know anything about this either, guys.
Okay. This is all you have to do is make decisions, and I'll roll dice, and we'll see what happens. It's all all four of you dudes. And
we got to make a decision collectively, or you're going to ask us individually?
I'm going to say, what do you do? And you'll take turns,
Okay.
But basically, you're there and you're with your female friend, Molly, who's with you.
We're all with Molly?
You're all with Molly. No,
it's like a bang bus thing.
She's just a buddy.
Are we all on Molly?
Yeah, you're all on
Molly.
But basically, you are awakened at your campsite by a loud, violent grunting, some loud thuds, and you hear one of your female friends, Molly, as I mentioned before, screaming in the distance. You notice your fire has been doused and your bags have all been rummaged through. Spatterings of blood are leading in two directions, towards the woods and the lake respectively. But you see no other evidence. It is near 2 a.m. and you only have the light of the moon to see. What do you do?
I'm going towards the lake.
You're going towards the lake. That's your first move. You're not going to look around.
There's other dangers in the woods. I'm going to be worried about bears, smelling the blood.
Who has played a role-playing game? Who has played a role-playing game before? Okay. Ray, why don't you start?
My answer wasn't good enough, huh?
I don't think you just want to tear off towards one direction or the other.
That's where
you're unarmed.
I was gonna say first I would look around to see if there was anything I could use as a weapon.
Okay. Oh my God! So we gotta have to answer a certain way then, huh?
Yeah, you just have to think about.
I'm going heading towards the lake. That's where rescue's going to be.
Okay. Well,
so do I find a weapon, Frank?
Hang on just a second. You find a flashlight, a camping knife, 12 feet of rope, and matches, Ray.
Yes.
Damn.
So,
did he open a treasure chest?
No, you guys had your bags of camping equipment. It's just somebody's been digging through it or something.
Wamsley, you need to
take nothing.
You need to do your thing.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Wamsley, do your signature. Now I have all that stuff.
Like I said, I don't know how this is going to go, but you might want to remember that you have that stuff, Ray.
Now I have.
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have drank that beer.
You gotta write shit down.
All right. So now I've got my flashlight, my matches, my rope, and a knife.
Knife, yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna head towards the woods because I've got a flashlight.
Are you gonna wait up for these other dudes, or are you gonna?
Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know where I needed to stop.
Yeah,
Jason's going towards the lake, and Ray's going towards.
I'm already at home taking a shower while you guys are looking for matches.
You're gonna leave your friend in the woods.
Yeah. So wait, Jason.
I've already got on the boat and I'm out. I notified the police.
Just so I understand, though, Jason is now gone and unarmed, right?
Yeah, Jason went to the lake.
All right.
That's correct, yeah.
So I'm standing there with all my shit.
Yeah.
Next person.
We're behind you, cowering.
Yeah. So,
well, come get me then.
Already?
Don't leave me out by myself.
if you guys see
all that shit.
if you guys
Come
see,
talk me down. I'm out here freaking out. Come get me. Say, look, I got this knife now. Come back.
you see Jason walking towards the lake. What
All right.
do you say anything to him, or you just let him
Yeah,
go?
where are you going? I got a flashlight and rope and shit. Where are you going? Don't you want this knife? You're way bigger than me. You can do much more damage.
I'm coming
the
back.
knife.
I'm back. I'm back with the group.
Okay. Dave, what do you want to do? Let's get you involved.
Well, obviously, I would crack the flashlight on. I would
Wait,
delegate.
you don't get any of my shit. I've already got the shit.
Oh, I thought it was communal shit.
No, those are my
Oh,
items.
you just had, those are you. Oh, that's you. Okay. All right. Word. All right. I thought they were communal. All right. Well,
That's what they want us to do. Turn on each other.
Well,
You weren't there, Jason.
Do you want to use?
I would try to kick up the fire again.
Oh, you're gonna try to start the fire up again?
I would. Yeah.
You can use my matches for that. I'll allow.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great.
There you go.
Let's see how you do.
Work.
Let's see how you do. It seems to be wet. You can't quite get it going.
Oh.
Great. Now you wasted all my matches.
We only used one match.
Yeah, I don't think he used all of your matches, but he noticed that it's too wet to get a fire going.
I just want to say that when I go camping, I do bring a weed torch that we could start any fire with any wet wood.
Just a butane.
Just carry it around, shoot whoever we want with it.
I would holler. I would holler out to see if I could hear anything bad.
Okay.
Or any rustling.
You hear it's like a slopping sound, like something like hopping and slopping. But it's in the
What's
distance.
that girl's name we were with?
It was Molly. It sounds like something. It sounds like something wet, jumping. But it's like
wet?
It's like very. Yeah. It's a wet.
Turns out Molly just went into another area.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna call Molly back to my tent.
You're gonna call Molly?
Yeah, she's calling back. She's coming back in my tent.
She was screaming. That's what you heard. You don't hear anything though this time.
Well, I don't know what she's doing in the woods, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a trail of blood. There's a trail of blood leading to the lake and to the woods.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, I would approach the woods then with my.
Okay. Do you want to talk with the fellas or John?
Yeah.
It's John's
do we wanna
turn,
do?
actually, technically.
Actually, I was gonna say, yeah. Give it to John then.
Okay. Do I look around again, or?
If you want to, I mean.
All right, look for other stuff.
Okay. Let me see what you get here. You also find a flashlight. You find a hatchet, a Bic lighter, and 3 warm beers. So,
Nice.
Beer.
beer.
I immediately give one to Ray.
There
He
you
likes
go.
beer.
Nice
And
one.
you know what? I don't like warm beer. Dave, Jason.
I'll make this
Aaron, I'll
cold
hook
beers
you up with something.
somehow. I'll throw them in the lake.
That's an idea.
We saved Jason's because he's way off in the lake.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, no.
It's back to Jason though. What do you want to do? You want to make a plan? You want to stay here? You want to go one of the directions or?
So we just woke up to blood.
Yeah, and your friend's missing, and you heard her screaming in the distance.
Molly's missing.
Your stuff's been messed with. The fire was
Molly's
put out.
Missing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ray's got a flashlight. Who's got a flashlight?
Ray has a flashlight, and so does John.
I got a warm beer.
Yeah.
We stick together and we go look for Molly.
All right. Which direction? Towards the lake or towards the woods?
Towards the woods, because you can't go
from?
towards the lake. Yeah, the wet, sloppy noise. Is that from the woods?
It sounded like it was coming from around the lake.
Around from the lake, huh?
Yeah, from that direction.
Where are we going, guys? We're going towards the lake?
Where's the screaming coming from? The woods?
Yes.
Go towards that.
We're going towards the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. You follow the blood trail towards the woods and notice human footprints spread out erratically across the ground. All you hear are crickets and tree frogs. Okay, give me just a second here. You don't encounter anything. You're just walking for a little while. You're in silence. Do you want to discuss anything, or you got a little while to go here?
So I should.
It's not a short trip to the woods. So
okay.
All right. So I asked the guys, did anybody hear anything before they went to bed, or see anything weird?
I saw someone's dick, but it was consensual.
Yeah.
Hey, you said something about footprints, right?
Yeah, there's footprints.
Yeah. So, guys, I think we should follow the footprints, right?
Do they lead anywhere, or are they just?
They're kind of right in line with.
They'll lead somewhere.
With the blood trail. The blood trail leads you to the edge of the forest. It's dark. There's an old dirt path that goes through the woods, and right on the edge of the woods there's an old farmhouse with lights on and a small boy staring out through the window ominously. What do you do?
Is it my turn, or because I think I did the question, right? So now it should be.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it?
I believe it's Dave's.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I thought Ray's.
Well, no, I did the question.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say. Yeah. Let me defer to Ray.
Oh, okay. Then I go.
Is anyone's anus leaking? Okay, all right. That's the only question I wanted to ask the group. Gonna defer to Ray.
I guess we'll venture up and knock on the door to the house.
Okay. As you approach the house, you hear that slopping sound that you heard earlier, and 5 toads approach you, and they seem to be melting, and they're coming up rapid. They're about the size of a cat. So, what are you gonna do now?
It's up to John now, right?
How big?
Yeah, they're the size of a cat. There's 5 of them. They look like melting toads.
Size of a cat. How big's my flashlight? Is it like a big old mag light, or is
Yeah.
it like a little? Okay.
So, what are you gonna?
Got a club.
Okay. So, what are you gonna try to do?
I don't know.
You can't take those
Smack 'em.
toads.
No, I don't know.
Bash him.
Yeah, just smack them in the head.
Okay. All right. You swing at 2 toads that are coming towards you, and you hit them, and you kill one of them. And,
All right.
the other one hits you for 1 HP, so you're down to 99. I give everybody hit points.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine.
Who's next? Jason, what are you going to do? Weaponless Jason.
Well, he hit 2, right? Killed 1?
He hit 1 and killed it, and the other one attacked him.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to kick it from John. Pick him up.
Okay, you missed it, by the way, and but it missed you also, so nothing happened.
That's cool.
Okay, who's up, Ray?
Yeah. I'm going to take my knife and stab both of the ones that are left, right in the head, right in the center.
Oh, I had a knife too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Nutted him with his backlight.
Ray, you
copped him.
You killed one of them, and the second one is injured and limping, and it doesn't hurt you at all. So now we're on to Dave.
Throw that warm beer at
There
him.
was one.
There's
one
2
frog
dead.
limping.
There's 2 dead, and one of them is injured and limping. So
And we don't know if
there's
these frogs
3
are
of them.
sentient.
What?
I'm
kidding.
We
Getting all
can get
that.
information from them. I don't know.
Get out of
I
here.
don't know. What?
You're nuts.
They're frogs. Let me try to ride one.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's see what happens here.
like Stewie riding around.
Yeah.
No, you
Let me try to ride the one that's limping and straddle.
oh, you're gonna try to ride?
No, wrestle him.
Oh, wrestle it.
So clearly, Dave is the guy in the group not taking any of this shit seriously.
Right.
He's trying to put his penis in the frog or whatever.
You kind of smash.
It's consensual.
You kind of you try to sit on it and you smash it, but it burns into your ass. So you lose 20 hit points.
Damn. Jesus.
But the good thing is it's dead. So
Can I drink my warm Bud Light now?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Celebration.
All right,
Drink
yeah.
them if you got them.
Yeah, I do it. I do it as a victory to cool my ass.
Yeah.
So there's 2 left, and
Well, no, we killed all of them.
no, that was 3. There's 2 left, right? Am I
You
right
said
or wrong?
5? No, you
I
said
thought there were
I thought it was
3.
4.
3.
There were 5.
Oh,
5.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah.
completely missed 9.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
all right.
Okay.
Well,
But anyways, there's 2 left, and they are coming for Ray, and they miss. They're not. They're blind, evidently. I don't know.
Yeah.
But whose turn was it?
are they wearing glasses?
It's my
They have little tiny John Lennon glasses.
Yeah.
I try to stab them both.
You with what? You have a flashlight.
Oh, I thought I had a knife too.
Oh, do you?
Remember, I have the
You
same
told
thing
him.
as Ray.
You told him he had
Let me
a
see what
knife.
he
Yeah.
has. Let me see what he has.
You told him he had a knife.
He has a hatchet.
Hatchet.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
I
Even
have
better.
them motherfuckers.
Even
All
better.
right.
Even better.
Hatchet those
Throw 'em
fuckers.
down.
Yeah.
Yep, I hatchet them.
Okay.
We could have
20.
cut down dry wood too. We could
Yeah.
still have a fire if we want a fire.
All right. Congratulations. They are dead.
Yeah.
Nice work. Okay.
You tried.
Okay, you continue on. You reach the house. What are you gonna do? You're on the porch.
My turn, right?
Is it Jason's?
Oh,
My
Jason's.
turn.
Sorry.
Ray, damn it! You're always
Hey.
trying to take my
You guys
I'm
can
just
work
trying to-
together on stuff, you know. Like
I'm just trying to be a good leader, man.
I think we
This is
look
this is
around
the
like
same
they're-
house. Is
Yeah.
this the same house?
yeah,
that had
you're on the
boys
porch.
staring up?
You're on the porch. The boy,
Yeah, I mean-
you walked straight up, and this kid watched
Honestly.
you walk right up on his porch.
fighting toad cats and the kids.
I mean, since we're already on the porch, I
Yeah.
guess we got to knock.
Knock. Okay. Nothing happens.
Wow, that was fucking worth it.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I missed the toad. I knock on the door. Nothing happened. Frank,
Nobody answers the door.
what kind of game is this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a role-playing game, man. Nothing happens.
We get to the door, nothing happens.
Boring as shit.
Yeah.
You don't see the kid in the window anymore either. So,
Okay. All right.
And no one answers the door.
It's someone else's turn.
I try the doorknob.
I'm just going to sit over here and pout.
It's open.
Oh,
Let's enter.
shit.
All right. You encounter.
This is why
boy.
horror movies have to have people making stupid decisions. I seriously would have been rescued already.
You encounter an old man. He doesn't look very strong. He's got a long beard. He's coming at you with a sledgehammer. And he's missing both of his eyeballs. So he's blind and he's old. But he's got a sledgehammer.
Take it away, Dave.
Well then, I ripped the sledgehammer out of his hands, and then clonk him on the head on his noggin, and give him a CTE.
Okay, that didn't happen. He knocks you down to the ground, and you're fighting with him. He's it's like typical movie fashion. You
Right.
have your hands on the.
It's like Kirk.
thing. And all of you guys see this going on. Now you're in a house full of potential. I mean, who knows what's in this house that you could use to help?
Well, I sit down and turn the TV on.
The guy with the knife does that.
Come on, guys.
That happens.
Yeah.
It's my turn, right? I hatchet the guy.
Okay.
In the head.
You hit him, but you just graze him. Dave's foot kicks you in the leg, and you miss your mark. So,
God damn it!
Sorry, man.
So you kind of fall into the couch. Jason, what do you think you're gonna?
Oh, okay.
Someone's gotta help me.
I don't have anything, so I try to
kick,
grab him. I try to hold him.
Okay.
I grab him and I turn him towards Ray.
Okay. Jason's got a hold on this guy, a good hold, but he's not. He can't break him off of Dave. They're still fighting over this thing. He's surprisingly strong.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
He's got old man strength.
Ray, it's up to you.
Look around for weapons.
So Jason's got him in a hold, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I take the knife and I stab it right in the guy's forehead.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Oh God.
You do it, man. You stab him right in the forehead. He falls down. Dave gets up. Now you have a sledgehammer and a dead guy.
Yeah.
But out of your peripheral vision, you see that little boy that you saw in the window run into the room with a little paring knife, like a little tiny job, and he stabs Jason and hits him for 16 hit points. So,
oh man!
Yeah,
16
with a paring knife,
right in the leg, man.
All right.
You know.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. My turn.
God.
Am I on the ground or the fight's over? We're all good.
Well, we're not all good because the little boy stabbed
the little boy.
Like you're on the
little boy. I had the little boy in the head.
Are you throwing it at him? He's a little bit away from you.
I gotta get up and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is getting up the move then?
No, like you would either have to throw it at him or like lunge and hit him, at the same time, like kind of leap at him.
Golden Axe style, like hammer down.
Sure, if you want. I mean,
do it.
Okay.
I'm getting a 15. Let's do it.
Oh, you hit him. You knock him off, and his knife flies out of his hand. You cut him a little bit.
All right.
But he's off of Jason now.
Good.
It's just a little boy, guys.
And I give Jason my flashlight. I give Jason my flashlight so he can.
Yeah, we didn't even know if he was a big guy.
All right, who's up? Man. Jason? Is it Jason? Who's
Jason.
up?
Yeah, it's me. What am I doing? What's happening?
Pick up the sledge.
The little boy is laying at your mercy. His knife is asunder.
Sledgehammer Thor style. Do it.
Yeah, I'll pick up the sledgehammer.
All right.
Bash him in the skull.
And you really did it too. You really nailed him too. Right through the floorboards. I think that we're gonna stop here and continue next month with this because, good Lord, you didn't take the path I thought you were gonna take.
Wait, hold on. We showed up at somebody's house and killed everyone inside.
Yeah.
And we didn't explain shit about nothing.
An old man with a sledgehammer and no eyeballs. There's shit going on.
House?
Fuck them kids. Kill them. They're bad guys. We're the good guys. They're the bad guys.
All right.
I'm just saying this is a good... Before another thing happens, this is a good point to stop. Because this is not the path I thought you guys were going to take. I had prepared stuff for this, but it's not the way I thought you were going to go.
This is not the passage show.
That scenario.
I would have never thought that you would have went to the house. Like,
you said we were going towards the house.
yeah,
You
but there was
made
a
us go
path
towards
into
house.
the woods that the blood trail followed. I was like, go.
Yeah.
somewhere.
But some asshole may have seen something from the house who's staring at us.
Hey.
I mean,
Well, this will give me time to write more things that are going to happen to you guys
We're doing investigating and then just murdering people. So
Yeah,
now we got problems on our
What
hands
you on
now.
these nuts?
yeah, could you definitely add more houses for us to murder families at on the way?
Well, there's more stuff that we haven't done in this segment yet.
How
but,
about
Let's just Amityville like 6 houses.
a Band-Aid or a tourniquet or something for my
Yeah.
leg? Like, how about, can I heal myself?
Yeah, we gotta.
You know what? There is potential for that. Yeah, and
We're in a house. It's ours now.
yeah.
Frank, one word: Necronomicon. Okay.
There's potential for if you look in the right places and who knows what.
I've had a lot of fun. I don't really want to quit. I want to see where this goes.
Well, that's the point of continuing it next month, carrying it on, because there's no way it's going to wrap up the way I intended unless I make a reroute on the writing a little bit.
All right.
So,
It's like, we're
Yeah.
going to put this huge...
Well-
Can't do it live.
You leave the house.
Guys, I just want to say that I would rather. I'm glad that we're all together on this because there's nobody else I would rather have on my team if we're going to murder an entire family than you guys here.
We could do a
So-
murder-suicide after that. And take turns. And then we'll
Yeah,
have
we're
to do
gonna-
the
we're
mist.
gonna
We'll have to do the
annihilate
mist
a
family.
ending.
I mean, all of you have
Guys,
knowledge. We
guys.
know what to do. Now we can clean the bodies up. Things are going to be fine.
Oh, my
we go.
God, yes.
okay.
We're going to get away with this. I promise.
Yeah.
Went from D&D to Dexter real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys made the right choice, but we'll see on the next encounter. Jason, do you have trivia for this?
I
We
do.
don't know where that girl is.
Yeah,
We're still looking for her.
you'll find her sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
make
do
sure
we
of
really
it.
care about that, though?
Well, at this point, I want to find her so I can say we murdered so many people to find you.
Yeah.
You better blow me.
Yeah.
This probably started out as like a Who Killed Laura Palmer, but it turned into Who Murdered went on a killing spree.
Who killed all of the vacationers?
Yeah.
Meatballs for the massacre.
Oh, man.
John, did you
For
manage
no
to?
reason, too.
Did you manage to get out of that without getting injured?
I was kicked against the couch.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or
you
I got
hurt.
attacked by the toad, so I lost one of
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
toad things.
Yeah.
Lost
Down
my
one.
ass.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
did.
back to Jason's thing now.
Yeah,
all
he's
right?
got trivia.
Yeah.
Well, so normally I try to find something that is related to the movie somehow, but I didn't find this to the last second. One of the first ones I turned to was Tremors. It's one of Frank's favorite franchises.
Freaker
so-
Island coming soon, man. I'm
So
telling
we
you
got
what. John
we
Heater.
got trivia on Tremors.
Uh-oh.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's the first answer I hear. Wait till I'm done with the question. Which character does Kevin Bacon play?
I don't know. The other
Now.
dude. No.
I'll accept it.
that right?
Valentine McKee. Yep.
Yeah.
Good job, John.
Fuck.
Hey, I know Tremors won.
In what year was this film released in the U.S.?
Fuck.
87.
89.
92.
86.
88.
It
90.
was 1990. Frank, I'm not. You don't get that point. Took way
I don't
too
get to
long.
just run through a bunch of
I didn't
numbers.
even think of that.
Mm.
How many residents live in the decaying ex-mining town of Perfection, Nevada?
7.
10.
Nah, it's got to be more than
9.
that.
I don't know.
9.
12.
It is 14.
Damn.
14.
What is the name of the student? What is that? Seismologist
Seismologist.
Seismologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who catches Val's eye.
Sweet ass.
Oh, my God.
Wasn't sweet ass.
Sandy?
Oh,
No, Rhonda.
except-
Rhonda.
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 Damn it. As much as I love these movies, I don't know this shit. It's not important.
All right,
None of it is.
multiple choice. This one's multiple choice. What is the running time of this film? 94, 95, or 96?
Oh.
96.
96 is correct.
Hey.
Okay.
What shape is Valentine's belt buckle?
State of Texas.
No.
Oval.
State of Arizona.
A heart.
Heart is correct.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, his name's Valentine, you know.
Okay, I know. You know what? Now, see that I never paid attention to.
Yeah, well, I figured
Character's
Ray would have got that and stared at the guy's crotch the whole time. I figured he would.
No, I kept looking at his giant bulbous penis.
Oh my
Yeah, who has time for buckles?
Yeah, right.
All right. How long did it take for the town to be? Wait a minute. How long did it take for the town set to be built? 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years?
2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
2 months.
2 months.
Sure doesn't look like it.
I think I heard Dave first on that.
Yeah.
What name is given to the giant worm-like creatures?
Graboids.
Graboids.
I think that was Ray. I don't know. You might have to go to film for that one.
Yeah.
All right. True or false? Michael Caine appears in this film.
False.
True.
Answer is false. Last question. Last question, worth 14 million points. What are the titles of the second, third, and fourth films?
Shit.
No, that's not it.
Frank, you
should
know
be.
it?
Number 2's the new batch.
No.
Pretty
that's not
sure.
it.
That's Gremlin.
Pretty sure.
That's Gremlin.
No, I know.
I know that like one of them's Back to Perfection. Fuck, I can't think of it, man.
What's the new one going to be called?
Shrieker Island.
Shrieker Island.
All right. Word.
So no one's going to get this. So it's
No.
Tremors 2, Aftershocks.
Yeah.
Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. Tremors 4, The Legend Begins.
Yeah, because that was a prequel.
That's it.
Yeah. And then Tremors 5 and Tremors
I think
6.
John takes that home.
Yeah, probably.
Wait.
Well, I guess.
Sorry, I'm gonna quit doing that. That's so
No
fucking
way.
annoying.
No,
Stop doing that. That's your thing, especially
We're
like
gonna-
when you got the sad horns.
Yeah, we're gonna need we're gonna need that for sure in the next Dungeons and Dragons game or whatever we play.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Jason's camping trip. Are we doing show and tell? Is that what's up?
I got show and tell.
Yeah.
I got show and tell.
Ray's like, I got it. I'm over here. Look
I
at
got
that
something,
shit.
Dave.
I got all kinds of shit.
What's that?
I said, grab something, Dave. Something show and tell.
Yeah, I'm
You got yours,
trying to figure something else.
You got yours ready, Jason?
Yeah, I got it. So I got this Funko calendar, spooky countdown.
Uh-oh.
So I guess
Oh,
I guess
the
you could use
Advent
it.
calendar.
Yeah, I guess you could use it for whatever you want. But I'm going to count down to Halloween.
Cool.
It has miniatures for each day. You open up a new one.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
I don't understand if it's a countdown why it didn't start with 13 and count down to 1. But
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I
Or wait.
don't know.
Is the
Like
first?
13's a big door, like at the
No,
bottom.
I guess that makes
That's a
So I
good one.
assumed-
That's
I
where the
assumed
good
that
one's
would
at.
have been- yeah, it should have been like one day to Halloween or Halloween to so I don't know, but that's what I got. This was my wife pre-ordered this for my birthday. I forgot about this. She's like, "Oh, your present came." I said, all right.
Free present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, what do you have?
I actually have one of the few vintage VHSs that I actually own. The VHS of Tales from the Crypt.
Nice.
The big old clamshell. The label.
that's really cool.
It's even got You can see the stickers.
Mm.
It says like it says horror and then like the little shelf number. So it was from a rental store, and then the back of it.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that. And like I said, this is probably the first anthology I saw outside of like this weekly Tales from the Crypt, but I never saw like all the stories and stuff. So this is like I said, my favorite anthology ever, and I don't know what can beat it. I don't think anything can. Peter Cushing crushed it. It's just one of my favorites.
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Raymond, do you have something?
Yeah. This is one of my prized possessions. It is a signed John Carpenter's exclusive "They Live" poster
That is so rad.
during the Obama era.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got this at a Horror Hound convention in Indianapolis, and he was there signing. He only signed, I think, a couple hundred that day, but it's my favorite.
Who's
thing.
it signed by?
John Carpenter.
Oh, right on.
Awesome. I wonder if that looks kind of like that looks like. I
The
wonder
Obama
who did the artwork on that, because it looks like Christopher Ott's work, and he designed the hat I have.
I never took it out of the frame, so I couldn't tell you. Like, I didn't look at it. It's always been in this frame, so
that's cool.
But yeah, I really like it. It's one of my favorite things. So.
Right on.
Super cool.
Let's move over. To, what you got, Dave? You got something, Dave?
I do. Yeah. I listened to the last podcast on the left. I've been listening to them for like 3.5 years. If you guys aren't familiar, they are into serial killers and the occult and just all kinds of weirdness, high strangeness, cryptids, aliens, all kinds of stuff. They put out a book last year. Before the pandemic, they did a book tour, and I have their book that just came out. It's called The Last Book on the Left. It chronicles pretty much every like major serial killer you could possibly know about. It's fantastic, and it's really funny. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that like that podcast.
Yeah, they're on Spotify. Check them out. A lot of their stuff, like a lot of it's like morning radio stuff, but they're great guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a few of my I like bad movies, and I have them. So here's a few of my favorites. I got Moonshine, Meat Market Mayhem, that's a trauma.
Is that on Blu-ray?
Oh yeah, buddy.
That's what I was laughing at.
For sure, man. And
I haven't seen that one.
It doesn't look any better. This is one I haven't watched yet, but I can't wait. Stabbed in the face. You get right to the fucking point.
Yeah.
You don't mess around with stabbed in the face. Has plenty of, as you can see, stuff to keep you entertained there. Then we have Channel 13, which I bought. It's an anthology, but I bought it for
artwork.
That's what I
SRX
got
Cinema,
me.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
The Polonia brothers, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And this was shot in the 80s, so it's accurate. It's fun, but it's bad. So
I love shot on VHS movies.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So funny.
But that's our episode, guys. Up next, let me see here. For next month on the regular episode, we are talking about Slaughter High.
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp.
Nice.
Wishmaster. And the poll winner was Bubba Hotep.
Hey.
Okay.
Unless there, now let me double check. There might have been a big shift.
It's like eight to 5.
Yeah.
I love Bruce Campbell, and I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
It really is awesome.
It is a really good movie. I wanted to do Phantasm.
I've been trying to push Phantasm through. I mean, I guess they could just pick it, but that seems. I mean, it's been in the poll like 3 times. It needs to be a poll.
Pick it.
Yeah. There's no change in the standings, though. It's definitely Bubba Hotep. So,
and that's fine because it is a fantastic movie.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But anything else, guys? All right.
Yeah, everyone.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun. Thanks for playing my game.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next one.
I can't wait to murder suicide.
We're gonna hatchet so many people.
Sequel, part 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna hatchet so many people.
Who knows what you'll find in this house too?
The first one was a box office flop.
Oh yeah.
At the box office.
Yeah. That whole frog scene was real messy.
That took forever.
Yeah. You think it'd take that long, but anyways, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.
All right.